Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TC Worlds 2019. I know the LATIAS LATIOS video, the audio was ruined. I don't know why when I tried to export the video from Twitch in order to edit it, it wouldn't really let me. The audio was out of sync, and then when I actually tried to sync it, there were parts missing. So it was really odd. So here I am recording this instead, just a small update to the list that I did make, and we're gonna end up playing probably one game. I do have a very busy week for this week with so much coaching to do, so it's gonna be a little bit short on, like, the videos will on average be shorter. I probably won't have time to stream, unfortunately, but we are still continuing with our celebration throughout the month of March. So here is a small code giveaway to start the video. Let's just wait until it focuses. There we go. So good luck to whoever gets this. Probably one of the first people who watches this will be able to get this. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. And so we're gonna be reviewing LATIAS and LATIOS in Tag Team in Expanded once again. We'll see if this deck has any merit, which I believe it does. Foul Play Zork, of course, is a big issue for the deck, but outside of that, I think this deck has a lot of potential. So LATIAS and LATIOS, 250 HP, then we have Buster Perch dealing 240 damage, and you discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. Every unit GX, you attach 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like, and if this Pokemon has at least 1 extra energy attached to it, in addition to this attack cost, you prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to LATIAS and LATIOS. So a really powerful GX attack as well. Because of the immunity, it can help to close out a game in the later stages of any single match. 250 HP is a really nice number because it's out of range of Zork. And Pikarom can deal 260 damage with its GX attack at some point, but afterwards it's really gonna struggle to get to the big 250 HP number. 1 retreat cost and fairy weakness, which is great because it's basically non-existent. And then I also have Ultra Growth My GX, 190 HP, and Ultra Beast, and the attack Photon Geyser deals 20 damage, and you discard all basic psychic energy cards from this Pokemon. And this attack does 80 more damage for each card you discard in this way. And then Sky Scorching Light GX, you can use this attack only if the total of both players remaining prizes is 6 or less, so it's a really late game attack, and you put 6 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. So in combination with Giratina, it's pretty good. We are already using double Dragon Energy, where this card provides 2 Rainbow Energy as long as it's attached to a Dragon Pokemon, and it can only be attached to Dragon Pokemon, but it's a really nice energy. We get to use Ultra Growth Mass GX's attacks for a single energy. Obviously for the other one, it's as if it had Metal Energy, and then you still have to attach the Psychic energies. It does let you get a little bit past the 240 damage threshold in case you're up against a mirror match, and it's a 2 prize attacker rather than a 1 prize attacker. 3 prize attacker, so we have some variety there. We also have Giratina. Distortion Door allows it to come back from discard pile, and then you place damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon, hopefully setting something up nicely. And then Shadow Impact does 130 damage, and you put 4 damage counters on one of your own Pokemon, which is pretty okay. We have the 4/4 Malamar to Psychic Recharge Psychic Energy back from the discard pile onto the bench, and then we have a single Lele and a single Shaymin for support. Finally, we have, supporter-wise rather, we have a nice balance of 3 Cynthia, 3 Juniper, 3 Guzma, 2 N, and 1 Bridget. No Via Seekers this time around. I feel like they would just make the deck a bit clunkier, if you will, because you could just play less supporters and play Via Seekers, but then your chances of having an actual supporter actually get diminished, so you're more prone to death drawing. 4 Max Elixirs to attach extra energy to your Pokemon, especially LATIAS and LATIOS. Perhaps Giratina as well, and even perhaps Ultra Growth My GX. We have 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Mysterious Treasure to help accelerate the deck. Computer Search for consistency, and then double Field Blower to make sure that Garbotoxin is not an issue, and Focus Ashes are also not an issue. Triple Floatstone rounds out the deck so that we can freely retreat and make sure that we are attacking with the right Pokemon. And then we have the 4 Double Dragon, 8 Basic Psychic, and single Water. So let's jump into ladder and see how the deck will flow. As I said, this is kind of like a makeup video for the unfortunate stream that just didn't help our case. I am also going to be redoing the Buzzle Garbiter Shrine video, so you can look forward to that for tomorrow, as we are preparing for Toronto Regionals, which is the next North American Regional Championship coming up on the 9th of March, this Saturday. So I will be there. Hopefully I get to see a lot of you there. I'm gonna check Pachirisu off my Pokemon Go checklist, which is pretty cool. Looking forward to catching my Pachirisu, the regional from there. And then if you guys see me and you have extra Clamperls from the event, I would love to trade one from you. And okay, so we lose the coin flip. We could be up against Mega Ray. Doubt it. Ray GX is a pretty decent card in Expanded. And Standard, I guess. But Mega Ray is just really awful because it's like you have to assume you're gonna be up against Sudowoodo every single time. Obviously, I'm not using Sudowoodo at this point in time, but usually that's what you should be expecting. And we are up against Mega Ray. And my opponent actually chose to go second for some reason. So I feel like I should bench the Giratina. My opponent actually chose to go second. So I'm very surprised by that. Latias and Latios is actually outside of Mega Ray range, which is pretty awesome. Gonna computer search. I was hoping to grab Shaman here to keep accelerating, but in fact that is not going to happen. And so based on my opponent's eagerness to go second, and the fact, which is 100% a mistake, and the fact that I do have Floatstone, so I don't mind having Giratina up in the active as much as if this was standard, I'm just gonna go ahead and computer search for an Inkay and then retreat. I had not made a deck search, so there was no way for me to know that I didn't have access to Shaman EX. At least I didn't discard my Cynthia, right? I definitely would have never done that, but sometimes you do have to take some educated risks, or calculated risks rather, where you end up discarding your supporter, assuming that your one-off card is not prized. We see a Winona from my opponent right off the bat, so probably Mega Rays and Shaman. Yep, Shaman is how you accelerate this deck, of course. Winona is a pretty decent card. We see the Spirit Link, we see double Spirit Link even, so we're gonna see a Mega Evolution without losing the turn, which is great because Mega Rayquaza's trait does allow Rayquaza EX to immediately evolve. And so, wow, third Spirit Link, benches Execute. So my opponent really desperate to draw more cards here. But as you can see, like, he already kind of clunked out with a Winona, which is definitely not the best turn 1 supporter for this sort of deck. Like a Sycamore would have been much stronger there. But yeah, Rayquaza's Delta Evolution allows it to evolve immediately, even if the regular Rayquaza EX has been down for the one turn. And with the Spirit Link, obviously you don't lose your turn, which is great. I honestly would not be surprised to just see a pass here. Right, Intensifying Burn, we are not an EX, so it only deals 10 damage. It will only ever deal 10 damage to us, which is pretty nice. And the Field Blower is nice if he doesn't evolve the active, because he's down to his last Mega Ray. He does end up playing an Ultra Ball, probably for another Shaman to keep seeing cards. Would not be surprised to see that. Yep, there we go. But yeah, Mega Ray does 30 damage times the number of your benched Pokemon. So overall, Mega Ray can do, with a Skyfield in play, it can do 240 damage, right? For 8 Pokemon in play. However, our Latias and Latios has 250 HP, so this is definitely a deck you will not be facing at regionals, and if you do, it will not be past round 1. But if you do, well, know that you are in for a really good matchup. And so what did my opponent discard of the Battle Compressor? Just one Lightning, which is very underwhelming. And yep, we see the Intensifying Burn for a fabulous 10 damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and Field Blower. I will let the Pikachu keep this Spirit Link, however, because I'd rather him have that than a Choice Band. Then I'm gonna choose Sycamore over the Cynthia. It's a bit, I guess, wasteful. In terms of I'm getting one card in exchange for 2 supporters. But I think it's a fine thing. It's a fine deal to take. Now, this is an awkward hand for sure, because I can't play both Ultra Balls, and the Flowstone is kind of important. So I think the Max Elixir is the... Well, actually no. Since I can't play both Ultra Balls, might as well. Right? Might as well just start loading up the Latias and Latios. The heart-shaped Latias and Latios. I will go ahead and Elixir. I will hit the Elixir, which is great. I will be able to attach. And now, off of this Sycamore, I'm just hoping to hit a Double Dragon Energy. I don't even need to be on the bench in order to power up my Latias and Latias to take 2 prize against the Mega Rayquaza, because the Double Dragon Energy does provide 2 energy at once. So, a bit of an underwhelming turn for us. Both of them have been kind of, but we have such a good matchup here that we just need to basically, in 3 turns, hopefully after this turn, in 3 turns the game should be over, right? We just attack, attack, attack. Even if my opponent attacks us with a Raichu, we should be able to Guzma, and like we should be able to find a Guzma at this point, where we are halfway through our deck. We're about to Sycamore for a clean 7. So yeah, should be pretty good. What card would I not want to top deck? Like a Guzma. A Guzma would be the worst card to top deck right now. Any supporter, really, except for Bridget. Any supporter here, though, would not be a card I would want to top deck, for sure. And so we see the Mega Ray. My opponent might just end up evolving the active. He did lose his Spirit Link. I hope he notices and doesn't make that mistake. See the Lightning Energy to the bench, and we just see the Mega Evolution and the pass. So Field Lore is also a card that wasn't too great to top deck, because now it's going to be completely useless, but it's fine. We're just going to take 2 prizes here. No Double Dragon Energy, which is a bit surprising. And we do have Lele for draw next turn, which is cool. I did only get 1 Malamar, so the good cards are just waiting in the deck for now. But we're in such a great position. Like, this Lele could just be for Guzma, and that will be essentially game over. Yeah, we get prizes. Well, I guess actually I don't have enough Malamars to say it's game over. So take the 2 prizes. The Elixir helps. The Cynthia doesn't really help too much. The Elixir also doesn't really help. So I might just Lele for Sycamore, honestly, for my 3rd Sycamore. Because now, what I would love to get is my other Latias and Latios, which I know isn't priced, or even my Ultra Necrozma, and a Double Dragon Energy to make sure, and another Malamar. That's basically what I need to make sure that I win this game. Remember, it does promote Pikachu, so Pikachu might be the aggressor here, so we might end up using Giratina instead of Latias and Latios, which is completely fine. Taking 1 prize is not useful though. But no, my opponent commits to the Mega Ray. He really wants to use Mega Ray. I mean, if you're playing such a deck in today's expanded format, you're probably just like a fan of the card more than thinking that the card is good. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. We see a Trainer Smell, grabs a Winona. Not useful as he already Cold Rest. Maybe my opponent's looking for the stadium. He will go ahead and Ultra Ball here. So yeah, imagine if this, well, I guess my opponent, if my opponent was playing a Zoroark deck, it would have been the slowest Zoroark deck ever. It probably still would have been able to get a KO on Zoroark GX and not be damaged in return though. And my opponent does decide to go out into the Execute. I do find a Mysterious Treasure. So here's what I'm gonna do. Well, I have two options rather. I can either play down my Lele, try to hit the Elixir, like grab a, well, I can't speak today apparently. I can Float Stone the active, retreat. Then if I retreat and I don't hit the Elixir, I am committed. And I only have 2 Psychics left. I mean, should we try? I feel like no matter what, we're gonna win this game, right? I would assume. I feel like it should be safe here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and retreat into the Giratina, and we will try our luck with the Elixir. We fail it, darn. We fail it, so we actually won't be able to attack this turn, which is completely fine. There's all our Double Dragon energies now. And there's no way for my opponent to knock me out here. So I'm just going to get extra energy onto LATIAS LATIOS. If my opponent doesn't Guzman attack me, then I will just have enough energy to get back-to-back KOs. And I already have my Guzman in there, so I'm going to go ahead and pass. Might lose the Giratina with a Float Stone. That's fine. If we get attacked, that's also fine. I can just bench the Ultra Necrozma and maybe have my opponent play an 8 price game, which would be interesting. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. We shall see what happens. Wow, my opponent just passes, so he's obviously AFK at this point. Oh no, he did attach energy. He in fact did attach an energy. So I'm just gonna load up the LATIAS and LATIOS. And I'm gonna go ahead and Kuzma, and we should see a concede here. Straight up quick concede from my opponent after we do this. We even have enough energy to just KO another Mega Ray after this. However, I don't have a Guzma. There's the concede. My opponent had no chance in that matchup. So I guess that was a very straightforward and kind of quick game. So we'll play another one just to keep showcasing the deck. And then that will be it for the video. Okay. So I would like to go first. Thank you very much. And we got a mulligan, which is okay. Okay, so we'll see the Inkay as our active. Not the best hand once again. We're not drawing any of our Mysterious Treasures or Ultra Balls early here. But we are going first, so it's pretty okay. There's a Sycamore, definitely don't want to play that. Gonna go ahead and attach and then end. We might be up against Blastoise based on the Magikarp and Wailord. And now we are dead drawing. Now we are dead drawing, which is never ever a good thing. So I think I'm gonna pass. Okay. definitely up against Archie's based on the trainer's mails, the order pad, and the compressor. Order pad heads usually means that my opponent will be able to get the Archie. So the question is, will he be able to get 5 energy onto the Magikarp and Wailord? So we'll see. You see the compressor. Fully expect the turn 1 Archies here. It would be really, really weird if he didn't get it, right? And even discards water energy in preparation. And okay, so plays a spirit energy removal, had a lot of energy stacked in his hand, so he won't be able to yep, there's a Veer Seeker for Archies. He won't be able to, like, well, rather he's already lost the superior energy retrieval, which is good, right? That's good news. And then we see the Deluge. Might have a Shaman. Or he might have just drawn into the natural waters. No, he did not. Okay, so I top the Cynthia. That's pretty nice. Maybe I should have retreated, actually. So I believe, yeah, I definitely should have retreated. That was silly. So I don't think I retreat then. I will go ahead and I mean, if I let the Ultra Necrozma go down, he still needs to find 2 more energies and a choice band. So, okay, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to retreat into the Ultra Necrozma, which is just out of range, barely out of range. I'll go ahead and attach, and then I will Cynthia. No reason to put that Psychic back, honestly. I will be able to Psychic Recharge. Latias and Latios, not quite ready to get a KO, right? But it could end up setting up Sky Scorching Light on this guy, which would be nice. And I definitely would go after Blastoise, however. That would definitely be the plan, I feel. Definitely gonna evolve. Do I bench the Inkay? Yes, right? No reason not to. I don't know if my Shaman is in there because I haven't made a single deck search. But we shall see. Okay. So we're gonna see a Lele probably for a Sycamore. And I wouldn't mind an N here. No, for an Erika's Hospitality. Okay. I don't see how Erika's is better than Colress in this deck. I mean, Colress, I feel like Colress is just always better than Erika's, right? Because worst case scenario, if you don't have any benched Pokemon, Colress always draws 1 less than Erika's. But if you have 1 benched Pokemon, it's the same as Erika's with no restriction. Well, I guess it's not the same because you don't get to keep the cards in your hand. But I don't know. I still think Colress is superior. However, it does in fact find the choice band, which is a bit awkward. Right, which is a bit awkward for sure. Silent Lab in the deck too. So my play is definitely to go after the Blastoise, I would say. Question is, will my opponent commit the energy? Yeah, he does. Oh my gosh, Wondrous Labyrinth. Are you serious? Now I can't attack. Oh. That one was holding the choice band, number 1, and he's also playing Wondrous Labyrinth. Wow. Okay. So to say we are in trouble would be an understatement. I mean, this is definitely a tough matchup because your only way to get a one-shot is through Ultra Necrozma, right? Which I'm going to end up immediately losing right now. And afterwards, Yeah, Magikarp and Whaler GX just has 300 HP, so you can never one-shot that. There's the choice band. Second choice band. What a turn by my opponent. What a turn. The Silent Lab is obviously there for Mr. Mime. My opponent will go ahead and play another Shaman. Interestingly. I generally thought my Ultra Crossbow would survive this, but I went down to 15 cards. And we know he has a Kuzma in his hand. Oh boy. Is he actually just going to use a GX attack here? I have no counter stadiums too, so Wondrous Labyrinth means I will not be able to... Wondrous Labyrinth means I will not be able to attack next turn. As simple as that. As simple as that. Yeah, I would assume my opponent just tries to eliminate my Malamars, which is why I was hesitant to drop the Inkay. He's gonna GX, get 3 prizes. Wait, what? Oh, Towering Splash means he needs those extra from the Labyrinth. And the extra damage here also matters. Okay, so we know he has a Guzma, right? So I think my plan is to now stall him, because all of his energy are in the active, in theory, right? Oh, but he has a Kuzma. And he has VSC. Well... Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Kuzma his Blastoise. Okay? I'm going to attach my energy. And then hopefully he Guzma KOs this, and then I Guzma Blastoise again. And maybe I deck him out. I think that's my plan. Let's see if this works. Well, he could have a Floatstone, I guess. Yeah, the Floatstone. There we see the VS Seeker. For the Guzma, that's fine. So I guess we're banking on him not having Floatstone. That's the only thing I can hope for. That is literally... Or that his Floatstone is the last card in his deck. I mean, I have to try, right? I have to try. He has committed so much energy to this that hopefully he won't be able to retreat the Blastoise. Okay, so we'll see what happens. If he has... I mean, I was going to lose anyways. So this is my win condition. This is 100% my win condition. My opponent taking a while. I mean, I'm banking on him not playing Floatstone. There's a chance he does. There's a chance he doesn't. Double Trainer Snail probably... Okay, so he probably plays 4 Trainer Snails, 2 Executes, 2 of these, 1 of these, 2 Blastoises. So an extra 2 Trainer Snails, right? He has 9 cards left. I don't know. Okay, is he an Execute? If I had Corner Rockruff, then that would be game, right? But obviously I don't. Any switching card, really. Okay, so my opponent just grabs those and passes. So I'll just pass. I don't need to do anything else. Eventually, my opponent will deck himself out. Unless he doesn't play Floatstone, which he might. If he hasn't conceded, he might just be waiting. I can't believe I topped the Sycamore, right? Interesting. So we'll pass. Pass. We haven't seen his A-Spec either. Could be Scramble Switch. Doubtful, but could be Scramble Switch. Pass. 3 cards left. Two cards left. 1 card left. Do I GX now? Nah. Because if I GX, he just ends, and then... Did we do it? I think we did. I mean, it's gonna be another 18 turns, and then another 18 and another 18. So it's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a long video, but we found our win condition, we played to it, and I mean, if my opponent's last prize is the float stone, then we got pretty lucky. If he's not playing float stone, then we pulled a really nice win, honestly. We pulled a really nice win, and I would be proud of recognizing this win condition. I can't believe my opponent is actually going to do this. Come on. Come on, my friend. Come on. Wow. He's really gonna go for it. I'm not gonna concede. I am definitely not going to concede. I am definitely not going to concede. I mean, either he's just being silly and he has the float stone, or he doesn't have it. So if he's trolling me, I really hope he gets over it soon. If he's not trolling, then I mean, I know it's a harsh defeat to accept, but you're just wasting both of our times here, friend. Maybe he rage quit now. Nope. Now he's just wasting time. Now he's just wasting time. This is not cool to do, guys. Generally, this is not cool to do. If you've lost, you've lost. Move on to the next game. If you've won, then win. No need to drag this out. That one is actually like playing the timer to the full. So annoying. So annoying. So whoever you are, incognito, not cool. Not cool what you are doing. I hope your 4th VS Seeker is prized. I hope your 4th VS Seeker is prized. Yep, he's doing it on purpose. He's doing it on purpose. So I'm gonna fast forward this, guys, in the video for sure. So yeah, guys, this person just made me waste almost half an hour. Yeah, so don't be this guy. Please don't be this guy. If you've lost, you've lost. Be a good sport. Take the loss. Move on to the next game. This guy just made me waste half an hour of potential recording time. Just, I don't want to swear, but don't be this guy. Anyways, guys, that will be all for LATIAS and LATIOS. Obviously the matchup against Blastoise is not great, unless you can pull some quirky 1% plays like this one, yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for